Huh? We wanted to do it this morning before the thing where the family was out there, but I don't think we got all the items. You guys got your stuff to put in the count? Pick out? So that's kind of why we circumvented it. So, yeah. We want to make sure it gets done. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. All right. Wait a minute. Come on, man. I know you got an 88 for you. All right, good morning, guys. Could everyone please take your seats? Good morning, good morning. All right. It's kind of hard. Right? I'm going to have to. Good morning. Everyone, please take your seats. We're going to get started. Hey, Chief. And still nothing. All right, we're going. We're stepping off. It's 10:05. We good? We good? Got Conrad back there, too. All right, good morning, distinguished guests, community members, visitors, esteemed retirees of Riviera Beach Fire Rescue. Can I have your attention, please? I don't like to scream. All right. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you here today as we gather to celebrate a momentous occasion in the history of our beloved city. The grand opening of the cutting-edge Riviera Beach Fire Rescue, Station 87, and the City of Riviera Beach's Emergency Operations Center, otherwise known as the EOC. Station 87, this station, stands not just as a new structure, but as a beacon of innovation, resilience, and community commitment. This state-of-the-art facility embodies our city's dedication to safety, well-being, and preparedness of every resident and visitor to the city of Riviera Beach. It symbolizes progress, not just in the design and technology, but in the spirit of service that runs deep within our community. A particular, y'all keep it down in the back. Center. It's strictly located on the second floor of Station 87. You guys will get an opportunity in a moment. This critical resource will serve as the nerve center. Our city remains prepared, responsive, and yes, resilient in the face of any challenge. To our retired firefighters and their families that's joining us today, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Your years of courage, dedication, selfless service have laid the foundation upon which we have continued to build. Your legacy lives on in every brick of this station, in every call answered, and in the hearts of those that you've protected and inspired. This facility is more than just a fire station. It's a testament to what we can achieve together as a community. It's a space where bravery meets innovation, where heroes are made, and where the safety of our city is safeguarded with the utmost care and professionalism. As we step into this new chapter, let us celebrate the strength of our community, the dedication of our first responders, and the bright future that lies ahead for Riviera Beach. Together, we stand stronger, safer, and more connected than ever before. Welcome to the Riviera Beach Fire Rescue Station 87 and the Emergency Operations Center, where resilience meets readiness. Thank you for being a part of Historic Day, and my name is Assistant Chief Golden. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our elected officials and the City of Riviera Beach administration, all of our commissioners, county executive management, the department directors, Riviera Beach Fire Rescue retirees, visiting fire rescue personnel, and police chiefs, could you all please stand? Give these people a hand, please. You may be seated. We'll hear from them more in a little bit, but right now we will have the presentation of colors by Riviera Beach Fire Rescue Honor Guard. Kim. We'll now have the national anthem by Ms. Kim Hilliard, dispatcher for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Please come on up. All right, just hold on one second. Just want you here.
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. We'll now have the invocation by Mayor Ronnie L. Felder. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you, Chief. It would be robbery if I didn't do this. When we did the groundbreaking, I was given the invocation, and I called this young man up to give it. And seeing him today, I think it's only right that I allow him to come back up. He was part of the groundbreaking process, and as we honor his uncle, Chief Webster, I'd like to call Sterling Ship up to pray us in.
Good morning. In honor of my uncle, Fire Chief Richard Wester, on behalf of the family, thank you all for this opportunity. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you now in your name. We ask that you remind us day by day. Remind us as the days go by, as the months go by, as the years go by, especially for young people such as myself, that there were people before us that paved a path, that shed blood, that gave their lives, that served, that did this service for this city, for this county, for this state, for this country, for this world, not for recognition, but out of love for what they do. Allow us to never forget the heavy weight, the responsibility that we have to continue to remember them for who they are. Not for who they were, but for who they are, because their legacy lives on. Allow us to be faithful stewards of all that we have. Bless us to be honorable, to be just. As Scripture says, to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly before our God. We ask that you continue to remind us of this day by day. In your Son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Next, we'll have a few words from our council persons.
Good morning, everyone. Listen, before we get started, let's give a big round of applause for Riviera Beach. Everybody, Riviera Beach. I knew today would be very emotional for a lot of people, a lot of families, and I had an entire prepared speech. But I just knew I was going to allow for God just to lead the words and the message today, because I wanted to make sure that we understood what we are trying to build here in our community is legacy. We stood this morning with the Wester family because we saw the legacy they left for us, the foundation that they paved for us. And Chief Wester was being the first here in this community, led the way for all of us to be able to stand here today. A few years ago when this board got elected, we said we were going to be innovative, progressive, and we were going to change the way that people saw Riviera Beach. We were going to change the image, the perception, and continue to build on the legacy that so many great leaders left for us. And we've done that. This being our second fire station in just over 2 years to open here in Riviera Beach. Guys, give it up for that, please. That is why we're here today. Our honorable staff, our firefighters, and all of the individuals that put in the work and dedication to bringing this to life. I have to acknowledge some of the amazing workers and staff that were here. Chief Curd, thank you. Thank you for your service to the city, and thank you for bringing this to light. Because with your vision, we were able to see this come and this dream to build. Terrence Bailey, I believe, is here. Mr. Bailey, thank you. He's the engineer that actually saw this through. So to our entire staff and every one of our firefighters, we did this for you to make sure that you had a safe environment to operate in this EOC and fire station. To our residents, we're going to continue to progress, because I knew this would be bittersweet, as this being one of the last events that I'll personally be speaking at. But it's just a continuation of the greatness that Riviera Beach has in store. And as Chief Western did, he laid the foundation for all of us, and that's what this board is continuing to do. So as your chairman, my name's Councilman Douglas Lawson, and I thank you. Thank you for the opportunity and the privilege and the benefit of serving you. Next, we have Vice Chair McCoy.
Good morning, Riviera Beach. Thank you, Chairman Lawson, for your service. And certainly I I didn't have a prepared speech, but I do want to say thank you, Fire Chief Kurd. And actually, Chief Golden was Chief Kurd for one day earlier this week. So I'm really delighted to be here. In fact, I will say, to the credit of my board, we have 2 fire stations in District 1, which is really great. I'm really delighted to see this facility. Thank you for all the hard work. Mr. Bailey was mentioned, certainly all of our IT staff, Kaufman, Lynn, so many that we can name, even legal. What I will say is this: I really have a different respect for firefighters and first responders when you have to call on them. You know, it seems like a firefighter until you see them battle a 6-hour fire, which I've witnessed firsthand right here in Riviera Beach a couple years ago. And I realized that this is a really tough job, and they do it relentlessly every single day, ready to respond, and that alone they should be commended for. Let's give it up for our firefighters. Thank you. I've had the opportunity to serve since 2019, and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to serve and continue to serve here in the city of Riviera Beach. Thank you again for everybody that came out to support this great event. I see Mr. Sherman. Thank you as well for your hard work, and thank you for everyone for coming out.
Good morning, everyone. Councilwoman Kashamba Miller Anderson, one of the longest-serving city council people here. You can tell he has enjoyed having me on the council with him all of those years. I've been here since 2015, and as I said before, when we had our other grand opening for the other fire station, when I first came on board, I took a tour around all of the fire stations, and I did not know that our fire stations looked as if they had been built in the 70s. That's because they were. But I visited in 2015, and it still looked the same. And one of the things I did make a promise to do is make sure that we were able to build new fire stations so that our firefighters had somewhere to be, not a place that was raining in it, not a place that had mold. We had a number of issues going on when I first came on board, and I'm so proud to know that I'm still here while we're bringing all of these new fire stations online. It has been a long road, but because of Chief Kurt, Mr. Evans, Terrence, Deidre Jacobs, and all of the other staff members, as well as Dawn Wynn, I can't leave her out, she keeps us legal. And I want to make sure that I acknowledge all of the hard work that they've done with their team, because without them, we probably still wouldn't have it. And as well as Dr. Botel, who's there in the audience. I want to say to all of the firefighters, I hope that you enjoy the buildings that we have built. I know a lot of times we have people say, well, you know, you're building fire stations, you're building fire stations. It's not always, you know, people look for other things that are shiny. Well, we have a nice, shiny fire station that is going to make sure that our firefighters are able to get to us when we need them. And it's very difficult. We have to remember, they live here. So living in conditions that they have been living in was not right, but we made sure that we got it right for them. And so I just want to say thank you to the board for taking the opportunity to make sure that we have fire stations that would be suitable for our firefighters, because we know when we dial 911, we want to make sure that they get there, and we want to make sure that they're doing their very best and are their very best when they get there. I do want to say, again, thank you to all of you. I think Chairman Lawson and Vice Chair McCoy said it all, but he didn't say he has 2 fire stations in District 1. And you know, for the longest, we're gonna say we're sharing this one here because this is right across the street from Park Manor, and District 2 is right across the street. So we're sharing this station here. As well as with Park Manor Neighborhood Association. I just want them to stand up, please. This is our neighborhood association in the green shirts here. Thank you all so much for what you do. I know they were very instrumental in making sure that they're going to be able to have their monthly meetings here. And so they did a few weeks ago. But, you know, thank you to everyone that took part in making this happen. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Glenn Spiritus, councilman from District 4, which is Singer Island, although we represent the entire city. This is such an exciting day. Chief Kurd, Assistant Chief Golden, all the men and women who serve this city as firefighters, I want you to know you are appreciated. We know that you put your lives, you're willing to put your lives on the line every single day for us, and that means so much to everyone who is a resident in this city or the other municipalities that we serve as well. You are greatly appreciated. This new firehouse, I've seen a lot of firehouses in my days in government. I've never seen anything like this. This is state-of-the-art, probably the nicest firehouse probably in the East Coast that I've seen. I haven't seen anything close to this. I just want all our men and women who serve this firehouse to appreciate the fact that we, the City Council, will be standing behind you, and we will always support you. I know that you understand that after what we went through in the last couple of years, but we will be there to support you as well. We know that our residents will be there to support you. So we just pray that you all stay safe and you continue working here in the city of Riviera Beach and don't go to other municipalities. We want to do everything we can to keep you here and to serve our city. So thank you so much, and thank you to the residents who all showed up today. Thank you.
Yeah, you locked me out over here. Good afternoon, good morning. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out. I'm Councilwoman Shirley Lanier, City of Riviera Beach, and I want to thank all of the staff for having a part in this fire station. This is the second fire station. There's a third fire station going on Singer Island. There's a new police station. There's a new city hall. So we are reimagining Riviera Beach. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan Evans. He's not here this afternoon. And to Ms. Deirdre Jacobs for the hard work that they put in. Shout out to my cousin, Mr. Kevin Bean. There he is back there. And thank you guys so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. And this is just the start of the things that Riviera Beach is going to reimagine for this city. And by the time that we're done, this city will look like a city that is to be reckoned with. And thank you guys so much for coming out.
And in closing, I'd like to give a thank you to Commissioner Bobby Power, who's then Senator Bobby Power, for $1 million that he gave towards this fire station. I don't know if he's in the house or not. Chief Kurd, you did it again. Who said nothing good comes out of Riviera Beach? Is Channel 5 or Channel 12 here? No news stations? Okay. Good morning again, and welcome to this momentous occasion for our city. As we cut the ribbon on Fire Station 87, we're just not opening a building. We're strengthening our commitment to public safety and investing in our community's future. This state-of-the-art facility represents more than 2 years of planning, community input, and dedicated work. It will serve as a second home to the brave men and women who put their lives on the line for us every day and provide them with the modern equipment and resources they need to perform their vital mission. To our firefighters here today, this station was designed with you in mind. Every detail has been carefully considered to support your service to our community. The completion of this multi-million-dollar project also reflects our city's growth and our dedication to meeting the needs of our expanding neighborhoods. I want to thank our city council, city staff, Chief Kurd, and our fire department leaders, our construction partners, and most importantly, our citizens who supported this essential project. This fire station stands as a testament that we can all achieve when we work together for the common good of our community. Thank you for being here today as we celebrate this important milestone in our city's history. Thank you.
Next, we'll have Ms. Serena Spates on behalf of Mr. Jonathan Evans.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm so proud to be here today on this celebratory occasion. My name is Serena Spates, and it's even more exciting for me to be here today as I'm the newly appointed Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Riviera Beach. Unfortunately, our city manager could not be here today, although he wanted to. He did send a statement that I'm going to read for all of you here right now. Good morning, Mayor, Chairperson, City Council members, distinguished guests, and residents of Riviera Beach. It is with a heavy heart that I am not able to be with you today due to a medical matter that required my hospitalization. While I cannot be there in person, I am with you in spirit to celebrate this tremendous milestone in our city's journey of progress and transformation. Today's grand opening of Fire Station 87 is yet another marker of excellence in Riviera Beach. It symbolizes the commitment we have made as a city to elevate the quality of life for all of our residents. Over the years, we have seen tremendous strides, turning ideas once discussed for decades into tangible realities. We have built facilities from ground up, each representing a promise fulfilled, and the best is yet to come. Over the next 4 years, this community will witness a new facility opening almost every year. We are ushering in a new renaissance period for Riviera Beach, a new police department, Fire Station 86 on Singer Island, an advanced water treatment plant, and enhanced recreational amenities, all a part of this visionary plan. These improvements are more than structures. They are a commitment to safety, health, and community's cornerstones of a better future. Our success has always been marked by a commitment to ensuring local, small, and minority participation in capital infrastructure projects. Through this initiative, members of our community have benefited from opportunities in the construction field, trades, and support services at levels never seen before. By prioritizing local involvement, we are creating not only new infrastructure, but also new opportunities for economic growth and empowerment for our residents. This progress would not be possible without the strong leadership of our mayor, chairperson, and city council. Your unwavering support and commitment to embracing this vision have driven us to this point. While tactics and approaches may be debated, the undeniable fact remains that through your leadership, Riviera Beach has experienced historic success. Our accomplishments include the relocation of key operations, multiple large-scale projects, and a bond issuance of $115 million approved by an overwhelming 68% of our community's voters to fund these transformative initiatives. To the residents of Riviera Beach, thank you for your trust and continued support. I also want to express my deepest appreciation to all of our departments and staff who have played a significant role in making this success possible. Special recognition goes to Chief Kurd for his vision and determination, City Engineer Terrence Bailey, and Finance Director Sherman. Additionally, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our departments across the city, including, but not limited to, legal, parks and recreation, procurement, IT, public works, facilities, development services, and the Riviera Beach Fire Department for believing in the city and our mission. Your dedication and collaboration have been instrumental in turning our dreams into reality. I also want to recognize and thank County Commissioner Bobby Powell, who previously served as our state senator and Representative Edmonds. Their invaluable support helped the city secure $1 million in funding from the state of Florida for this project. Lastly, I want to thank my loving wife, Vanessa, and my entire family for their constant encouragement and support, not just of me, but our entire community. Their sacrifices allow me to dedicate myself to the important work we do for this city. This grand opening is a testament to the strength and perseverance of Riviera Beach. We are building a brighter, stronger future together. Congratulations to all, and may this new fire station serve as a beacon of safety and service for generations to come. Thank you.
In the place of Sam Eaton, we're going to ask for State Representative Mr. Javante Edmonds to come up, please. Say a few words.
Good morning. It is such an honor to be here today. A past session, we were able to secure over $1 million for this fighter station because we're proud of the work that our brave men and women do for us. This opening is truly about you and all that you're sacrificing. They work 24-hour shifts. That's a lot of time to be on the job. And we just want to say that we honor your work. We know you do so much for our citizens. And I'm just so proud that we have another place where we can call home that we know that will take care of our people in Riviera Beach. Thank you so much to our councilmen and our councilwomen who have showed great leadership to understand the importance of making sure we have facilities like this that will protect our residents. My name is Javante Edmonds, and I'm here just to love on you all, and I'm just so thankful for your work, and I'm thankful for the community for showing up and being grateful for the leadership here in Riviera Beach and all that you do for your taxpayer dollars. This is what pays off. When you elect great leadership, you see the results. So thank you all so much for attending. I also want to recognize my fiance, who's in the front row. If y'all can give her a round of applause, I would appreciate it. Senator Powell was a part of this project, who is now our county commissioner. I know if he was here, he would say, a life of service is a life that counts, and I'll end with that. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you. Last but not least, I'm going to ask you all to do me a favor and just stand, give me a hand clap for Fire Chief John Kurd.
Thank you kindly. It's humbling to be standing here in front of you all to present this new facility to the city of Riviera Beach, to our Riviera Beach firefighters, and more importantly, to our retirees. I'd like to first thank our mayor, Ronnie Felder, for his support throughout this endeavor, and that's what we'll call it. It's been definitely a long road. I'd like to thank our city council. I have an analogy I use a lot of times with my firefighters where we talk about we work on a cruise ship. And you always have those people at the helm, those individuals that guide the boat, steer the boat. But we often forget the people down in the engine room, the ones that get the work done. And those are the individuals that are the unsung heroes for this project. I presented council with a vision. I was very fortunate to be able to communicate that vision to council, where council then gave me the direction to make that vision a reality. They trusted in me. While skeptical at times, which is their job to make sure right is being done right, they continue to put their faith in me and our employees here at Riviera Beach Fire Rescue to bring our community a state-of-the-art facility that will live on for generations. I'd like to thank our city manager, Jonathan Evans, for supporting me. Ms. Deirdre Jacobs, somebody that I can call on any time of day, at any hour, to help. And she was actually here till late last night, providing that help. The unsung heroes of this this station, this monumentous day. Let's start off with the first. Why are we here today? What does this station mean to us? We all know what a fire station is. We all know what an EOC is. You understand the advanced technologies that have been put into this station. That is now the norm for Riviera Beach. And that's what I'm not here to talk about. I'm here to talk about those individuals that built the foundation for Riviera Beach Fire Rescue. Our first fire chief, without him, there would have been no Riviera Beach Fire Rescue. Chief Sikowski. Please give Chief Sikowski a hand. And thank you for the Sikowski family being here to represent the beautiful work he did in establishing Riviera Beach Fire Rescue. And there's so many other firsts. And I won't be able to go down the list of all the firsts. But we do want to recognize our first black fire chief, Chief Richard Wester. Give him a round of applause, please. Well, early on in my career, I only had an opportunity to meet Chief Wester on a couple of occasions. In the latter years, and once I became chief, we actually developed a relationship that I wish I would have had with Chief Sikowski. Unfortunately, I did not have that opportunity, but Chief Wester imparted many words of wisdom that got me through the day. And there were a lot of tough days. I also want to recognize two other chiefs. I want to recognize Chief Reginald Duran for allowing me to be a visionary, telling me get it done. And I also want to recognize Chief Troy Perry. While these individuals have left the organization, their heart has always remained. When I was going through hard times, the ups, the downs, these were my mentors. These were the individuals that I could call on to guide me, to give me words of wisdom. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful to each of you. I'd like to also mention Terrence Bailey. I don't think anybody, and we've heard all these names and the thank yous that go along with it, but I don't think people understand the work that goes into these projects. We talk about 1 million decisions are made when you're building a facility of this scale and this magnitude. And Mr. Bailey, your guidance, your support, your knowledge, wisdom, I must admit, one of the smartest men I've ever been around. If it wasn't for you, this would not be a reality. Thank you, Mr. Bailey. I'd also like to thank my counsel, Ms. Wynn. Counsel on so many different levels. Thank you for always being there for me, providing me with good, sound legal advice. For that, I will always be eternally grateful to you as well. So going down the list, let's talk about the individuals that made a vision a reality, those individuals that are in the engine room. I'm honored today to have our former Assistant Chief and now Fire Chief, Chief Mark Johnson, here with us today. Chief Johnson, can you raise your hand? If any of you all were part of this project, whether it be Station 88, whether it be Station 87, and even some of the preliminary work at Station 86, Chief Johnson is who's responsible for what you see today. He was the representative from Fire. I gave him what my expectations were. I shared my vision, and thank you for making that vision a reality on the ground floor. To some of our newer members on the team who stepped right in to get things done, to make sure that we were able to take this across the finish line and be here today, I'd like to thank Mr. Melvin Finney. Mr. Melvin Finney, I appreciate you. I thank you for stepping in and owning this project as if it was your own. Thank you for your dedication. Ben Campbell, I'd like to thank firefighter Ben Campbell. When Chief Johnson left, there was obviously a void in the organization. and many individuals stepped up. Ben Campbell, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for putting in the time, dedication, not only logistically for the organization, but the logistics of this build, managing our honor guard, and everything else you do. You are truly an unsung hero in this organization. Thank you. I'd like to thank my administrative staff, Assistant Chief Keith Golden. I'd like to thank, yes, please. I'd like to thank him for stepping up. When the void was created, I looked around, I needed help. He jumped in without question. Chief, what can I do? I said, well, many times I'm gonna actually need you to be the chief. There's only one of me, and there's about 15 different people pulling on me at any one given time, and you've done that with grace, class, and honor. Thank you. A special thank you to our EMS Division Chief, Chief Alvin, and administration, making sure that the day-to-day operations continued to move on effortlessly. I really thank you for everything you've done, Chief Alvin. I see you out there. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Yeah. A few other individuals, obviously my administrative staff, if anybody knows Devania Jones, Miss D, that is the backbone of administration for me. That is who I lean on. That is my work wife, as they would say. And boy, let me tell you, I thought my wife kept me in check, but Miss D, she'll check you every day, all day. And I thank her for that. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have been able to keep my sanity going through some of the things that we've gone through here lately. I'd like to thank Tiffany Williams. Where's Miss Williams at? Where's she at? Tip, I want to thank you. As you're more affectionately known as Tip, thank you. As you go through this station, if you all don't know Miss Williams, she is the curator and historian for Riviera Beach Fire Rescue. Again, another individual where all I had to do was share a vision, provides insight on what it is I wanted to do, and I allowed her to go to work. And as you walk through this station today and admire the artwork in this station, she's responsible for every bit of it, and we thank you for that, Miss Williams. I'd like to thank some of the contractors that made this possible, Carlton and your family at Divine Wall Murals. As you look at this art throughout this facility, you are going to see something that you've never seen before. Very creative, very innovative, tremendous work. I'd like to thank our construction partners, Kaufman Lynn, MCO. I'd like to thank Paul Davis, who's out here providing the food today. I'd like to thank all of our local contractors. As we go through the fire service and we go through our career, we are never really looking for a thank you. And very rarely do we ever get a thank you. We just hope that when we end our career, we left this fire station, this fire service, and this city better than when we left it. Now, while I know many of our firefighters do not look for thanks, they do not look for gratitude, during your time, you built a legacy, whether you realize it or not. And this station is dedicated to that legacy, that foundation that you all laid for us to now stand on. If it wasn't for you all, the work that you put in, the legacies that you left, we wouldn't be here today. I want to thank those retirees. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Riviera Beach Fire Rescue, and our firefighters who are out there doing the work all day, every day, you are exceptional. You are the best fire department in Palm Beach County, and I mean that. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Let's give it up for our firefighters. I know there were many others that were part of this project. This list is not all inclusive, and there was definitely no intent. But I think to leave anyone out, but I think what's important is when you look at what a legacy is, if a legacy is not remembered, it is quickly forgotten. And one of the things we wanted to ensure is that this legacy that was laid forth by these retirees was never forgotten. Usually a legacy dies within a generation, 2 at the most. You'll talk about what your father did. You'll talk about what your grandfather did, but very rarely do you ever talk about what your great-grandfather did. And this station will be here. So not only will their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, and their great-great-grandchildren be able to remember those firefighters that left a legacy. Thank you.
Wow. Thanks, Chief Kurd. Before we exit outside to the flagpole for the station dedication, I'm going to ask for all officials, retirees, to stand behind the line for the host uncoupling ceremony, and we'll begin the tours of the fire station. At this time, the program is concluded, and we'll meet you guys outside.